Today I am coming to you with some crypto news. Crypto is occupying the prime importance. The world is exploring the activities that it can do with cryptos, and people are busy on that. And they have kept the governments also busy to regulate and come out with all tax implications also. Upon a time, internet was something like a myth, but today internet is a reality. So internet is a reality today. So we start our day with an internet, opening internet, knowing news and business news and every news, hot news, and we close the internet at night before we sleep, and sometimes we keep it open, and just in between when we get up, we again have a peek in the laptop and see what are the developments. So the internet has occupied so much our mind space that even a child in his early years is only coming out with internet knowledge, and internet ABCDs are first taught to a person in order to be efficient in the society. But today we have crypto and cryptocurrency, which is again today appearing as a myth, but very shortly, in a span of 5 to 10 years, and before we close our eyes, that is before we die, we will see crypto occupying our lives, our pockets, our wallets, everything. Crypto is going to, sometimes I may call that it may, sometimes it is, I feel that it is, sometimes it may even overthrow the fiat money also. When we compare the fiat money with crypto money, the differences are only a few, that it cannot be called a legal tender, that it cannot be stored or kept in a pocket. But otherwise, the cryptocurrency is having the greatest value in that the advanced technology with which it is coming out is the key underlying factor that makes it very hard thing to tamper. No one can tamper cryptocurrency. But fiat currencies are sometimes printed, and false notes or pseudo notes are coming in. We don't entertain a pseudo cryptocurrency. Pseudo cryptocurrency is ruled out. It is with the blockchain technology, and hence any tampering done with it can be very easily recognized in the next second itself. So cryptocurrency, the point of the government is that cryptocurrency must also be controlled by the central bank only. So the government controls RBI, and RBI controls fiat money. Now the central government feels that the central bank or the RBI only should control even the currency, cryptocurrency. Otherwise, no cryptocurrency. But whereas the aspirations of people are such, you bring out cryptocurrency, also bring out the cryptocurrencies and the tax implications. So tax implications are now being called for. So when the cryptocurrency and tax implications, with the tax implications comes out, that will be occupying a very prime space in our life. Difficulties with cryptocurrency, one I can say is there is no safety net. So cryptocurrency is there, it's a private regulation, only private people deal with that. There is no government regulation and government has no scope into it, and so there is no safety. So fiat money, the RBI gives guarantee that the holder will be paid 100 rupees and signed by a Reserve Bank governor. But here no one writes anything and it's a loose money. Everything is self-regulated. Everything is self-regulated. And the asset is very volatile in its class. Volatile in the sense, this morning it may be skyrocketing and the evening it may be coming down to the bottom. So skyrocketing and coming down is in nobody's hands. It is on the whims and fancies and news and everything. It skyrockets and comes down. And such kind of gullibility is there. So cryptocurrencies need to be regulated if it is to be made a legal tender in any country. We see El Salvador keeping it as a legal tender of their country, but they say the El Salvador itself is having no fiat money of its own, so it is practicing this cryptocurrency and made it a legal tender in their country. That is the first country to have made cryptocurrency a legal tender. Though the cryptocurrencies have brought in a kind of self-clout along with them. In the sense, they can be kept in a bank, crypto assets backed by fiat money. So crypto assets when backed by fiat money, they can be pledged with a stable Bitcoin and as a collateral, and loans can be given by the banks with a 15% interest, with a repayable period as small as 3 months to as big as 16 months. Crypto can also be invested in SIPs. Cryptos can be also invested in SIPs, systematic investment plans. So this idea is borrowed. The mutual fund SIP concept is borrowed and applied to crypto SIPs. These are coming with bundled plans, and people can afford to invest in that, and it has its own returns also. So crypto is such a great thing that all people are now finding it a very interesting and very indeed and as today's news goes, Amitabh Bachchan has made some investments in the cryptocurrency and has been named the ambassador for the first crypto coin currency exchange of India, that is CoinDex. So CoinDCX is the first cryptocurrency exchange in India, and our Amitabh Bachchan, superstar, is the brand ambassador for that. So there is also Quant hedge funds pitch to crypto curious. So we get exposure to the virtual money boom with less of that crazy volatility. Keeping that crazy volatility aside or at bay, hedge funds, quant hedge funds pitch to crypto curious. So there are plans about it also. So some trust plans are coming out. Cambian Asset Management is set to offer 2 trusts next month tied to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you can choose from at least 1 or 2 stable Bitcoins. There are several Bitcoins: Dogecoin, Binance, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, and so many are there. And 12 or a dozen of them are something coming into the market and making their name. And so if they are called stable coins, that stable coins can be tied up with some funds to bring about new plans of investment. So it is a great thing. We should have a thorough knowledge of crypto coins before we embark on them for personal finances or building up assets or investing in that. So the questions are very simple, but the governments are not finding answers. The questions are so simple, but the answers are so difficult. Crypto's free run allow social media. I read like this. A currency, an asset, a commodity. Is crypto an asset? Is crypto a security? An asset, a commodity, or a security? So call them how you like. Is it an asset? Crypto is none of this. None of this. Admittedly, crypto is nothing but crypto is dotting in the global financial system and has financial stability and policy implications. However, rule making and oversight are absent here. Just like the social platforms, authorities are looking askance at this strange and frightening animal. Destiny, own capability to maintain rules for an entity that is no citizen of theirs. Not much importance need be assigned to El Salvador adopting coin as legal tender, as the country does not have a currency of its own. So, with such types of questions today, whether crypto can be called as a currency, an asset, or a commodity, whatever be it, it has impact on the lives of each person living on the globe. So it needs to be thoroughly investigated, thoroughly be understood, thoroughly checked, and thoroughly governed with tax implications and brought into use so that we are at least ahead of many progressive countries. China has banned it, don't know for what reason, but they found it difficult for regulation and control, maybe. But today, the shift, global thinking is shifting towards India in respect to market currency, cryptocurrency. And the first Indian cryptocurrency exchange, FindDCX, with Amitabh as the ambassador for that, maybe in a position to lead and bring about fresh changes and fresh enlightenment to we the Indians. So thank you so much. I am Dilse Ratnam, Dayaratnam Singamala, signing off. See you for a better crypto world. Bye. This is signing off.